passers by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real. This life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before. Eternal.
Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
a big game in the Premier League title race. I hope you have been able to hear me, because for a second there, my microphone was turned off. I hope I haven't been silent through the whole thing there, and you haven't heard anything that I've said, but I do think my microphone will be on now. But do let us know if you haven't heard anything. I think I might have just flicked it off by mistake there. And hopefully you've heard everything I've just said, because we're only a few moments away from kick-off. The City team is strong. City captain by Bernardo Silva, O'Reilly, Shirky, Bernardo Silva, lots of options in that City team. The two teams come out onto the field now here at Ellen Road. Well, the atmosphere will be hostile. That is what you expect from this Leeds team. Donnarumma is going to be having to step up again and make big saves for Manchester City, as he has done throughout the season. City need to be absolutely top to come out and win this one, perhaps. And we've got more options on the bench now. I was saying about Foden coming on to be a bit more creative. We've also got the proper out-and-out wingers that Pep Guardiola spoke about in his press conferences. As he said about City, do they have out-and-out wingers? Well, there we are. Savinho, Jeremy Doku returns to the bench. Doku, that liveliness. Savinho as well. Now, of course, you'd say that Doku is probably the better of those two. Savinho is maybe more ahead, though, in terms of his recovery from his injury. And I'd like to see Savinho come in, make an impact to the side. I think he can do that. The Brazilian. When he came on, I think the last time I saw him come on really was against Forest. And he played a brilliant pass over top to Erling Haaland. And that is something that the Brazilian brings. Creativity. Big creativity. And we need to see more of that from Savinho, really, when he plays for City. And that end product that Pep Guardiola says he's only lacking to be an absolute superstar, really. Jeremy Doku, we know his impact, and hopefully he can come off the bench. With Erling Haaland out today, which is a massive miss for Manchester City. I know Haaland hasn't been that prolific in terms of goal scoring since the start of the year, but he still does bring the goals. You're looking at other players to step up. Omar Marmoush needs to step up with the goals. Semenyo certainly has done that, but Marmoush maybe at a better rate. I does question, aside of City's game, now I don't know how Leeds play today, whether Leeds do go full City and off City, which by the start 11 of Leeds suggests they will do that. But if Leeds do try and bring the game to City a little bit, they try to press. Donnarumma, his ability on the ball, he will be forced long time and time again. Who's going to pick up those second balls? You know, Semenyo's probably the best at doing that. But Marmoush, I think, in areas of his game needs to be stronger. We saw in the game against Newcastle in the first half, there's a few times where City worked it around the back, played out well, and Rodri fed the ball into Marmoush to hold the ball up, and he did a really poor job of it. And that caused City problems. In the end, Rodri just refused to pass it to Marmoush. So Marmoush's got to be better in his hold-up play. City Edits is here. Hello to you. How are we doing? You mentioned there earlier in the chat it's Cristiano's birthday. Well, it's not officially Cristiano's birthday, but he was born in a leap year, wasn't he? So Cristiano has to celebrate his birthday today because he was born on the 29th of February. And of course, today is the last day of February. That Leeds side, who's their most dangerous player? Well, obviously, Anton Stash has been one of their standouts, like we mentioned earlier on. From set pieces, a very good delivery of the ball, and he scored an absolute worldie of a finish just the other day. Aronson's a decent player. You look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he went through that fantastic spell at Everton where he was one of the top Premier League strikers. Injuries sort of ruined him a little bit, and he's taken a lot of time to get back towards something of a similar level that he was at before he got injured. And at Leeds United, they took a risk in, I think, signing this summer, and so far that has paid off. So, players in the field ready for kickoff here at Ellen Road. Are you guys ready? Are we ready? Leeds going to kick us off. Manchester City in the black away kit today. Ultra Gamers predicting a 3-1 win. City Edits is predicting a 3-0 win. Here we go. Long by Leeds, headed down by Rodri. Here's O'Reilly. Fighting with Stash at the start. This one, O'Reilly. Dribbling his way out of trouble. Tackle by Justin. And it falls to Leeds. And here's Aronson early on. A tackle by Aït-Nouri. And Mark Gay watches behind for a goal kick here. But already Leeds United showing that physicality in midfield. Sharif is here. Hello to Sharif. He says, come on, City. Here we go. An early bit of a scuffle between Aronson and Aït-Nouri. Aronson goes down. He wants a penalty or a free kick or a corner. Aronson, I think he wanted a corner, to be fair to him. Didn't get it. Came off him. And City bravely playing up the back here from the start. Bernardo Silva. Great pass into Rodri. They are pressing high, Leeds, from the start here, which is interesting. That's going to give City a lot of space in midfield. Rodri. Wide to Matheus Nunes on that far right hand side. Shirky dropping deep here. It is very much Shirky in the false 9 role. And Semenyo and Marmoush either side of him. Hound's only a small injury, hence why he's not playing to City Edits. Well, hopefully it is a small one. Marmoush on the ball here, under pressure. Ait Nuri, but Leeds United have brought a real intensity here. There's a Roger with a slack pass, and Bernardo Silva just managed to get there. Nunes into Shirky, and tackled easily by Ampadu, and back towards Nunes. And Diaz with a poor touch. He's got to go back to Donnarumma. Look at the pressing from Leeds United here. It's impressive. They've started well. Long ball dealt with by Rodon. Nunes with a header down. O'Reilly there. Under pressure from Stach, and O'Reilly fights for it. Keeps going, O'Reilly. His physicality is absolutely fantastic. A challenge by Bogle on this far left-hand side. Out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Good tactics from Pep to Sheriff. I hope so. O'Reilly in there. He's so strong, isn't he? Players get round him, but just feels so physical, doesn't he? Very hard to shrug off the ball. The intensity of Leeds United here today is evident to see in these opening 2 minutes or so. A high press trying to close down Donnarumma. Playing very aggressive, and I like it. From Leeds, that is what you want to see from teams. Take Manchester City on, don't just sit back. However, the personnel-wise, it's very defensive from Leeds. Here's Bernardo Silva. Spins the ball here and plays it to Mark Gay, who's got space on this left-hand side. Into the left back, Rian Ait Nuri, who plays a poor pass. Ait Nuri, Roderick wins it back off Stach, and it's behind for the throw-in off the shins of Roderick. That's poor from Ait Nuri. Poor pass from the Algerian. Wasteful from him. Rabona man up top into the Haaland to City edits. Yep, well, Haaland is obviously not available today. Good win back by Matheus Nunes. Good play from City. Bernardo Silva, very poor pass to O'Reilly. Under-hit pass from the City's captain. It's poor. Mark Gay's pulled down on the halfway line here. Referee says play advantage, play on. Here's Aronson. He's got Calvert-Lewin in the middle here. Oh, he's missed a sitter. Dominic Calvert-Lewin misses an absolute sitter. And Leeds United should be 1-0 up. Well, Mark Gay's fouled off the ball. The referee says play on. Calvert-Lewin pushes him down. Aronson puts it on a plate for Calvert-Lewin in the middle. On the penalty spot, Calvert-Lewin gets there. And he somehow puts it wide of the left-hand post. He should score. City believe it should have been a foul on Gay before that. It's not given. What a chance for Leeds. What a miss by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Very good opportunity, but I think it was a foul on Mark Gay. They maybe would have looked back at it. It's an absolute citizen sheriff. It certainly is. I think they maybe would have looked back on that one at VAR because it looked like a foul on Gay. I don't know how the referees missed it, to be honest. Here's Rodri. And Rodri pumps it long to Marmoush and dealt with easy by Rodon. Into Stach. Back towards James Justin. And Leeds United look very, very excited here in the opening minutes. Stach. Oh, it's in through towards a player, Aronson. Across the box to Calvert-Lewin. Far post is Goodmanson. Fizzes across the box. Throw into Manchester City, but it's been a very, very lively start from Leeds United here. City under so much pressure. Calvert-Lewin should have scored that previous chance, and another chance here. Cross comes in, it deflects off Justin. Aimed by Aronson, and Calvert-Lewin just can't get anything on it. But a very good start by Leeds, who look a dangerous side here against this Manchester City team. Ait Nuri, Rodri. City look very open. Rodri to Bernardo Silva. City's captain, Rodri Bernardo. Who's passing. Weight of pass anyway has been pretty poor at the start. This one gives it away to O'Reilly. That leads to this Leeds counter. Shirky. Here's Ruben Diaz. Rodri. Big switch by Rodri towards Ait Nuri. It's headed away by Bogle. It's still onto Ait Nuri. Heads it back in towards Marmoush, who doesn't battle for the ball and Leeds win it back and Stach away. And Marmoush trying to win it back, but he can't do. It's over top by Leeds and all the way into Justin. Justin tries to play it forward here. And it's dealt with by City just, but a very, very good start by Leeds here. Very good start. It's actually James Justin playing the right wing-back role and Bogle playing more as the right-sided centre-back. And they're very happy to switch the two on that right-hand side, which is interesting tactics from Daniel Farke. Here's Darlow. Rodon. At the moment, it's Manchester City starting the shape and Leeds United, the dominant opposition. Strout back towards Darlow. He's going to send it long here, the Leeds United man. He's sliced it. Ait Nuri wins the header. It's out for a throw-in to Leeds on this far side. Jayden Bogle wants a free kick for a physical challenge by Ait Nuri. Not going to get it. Ait Nuri puts his arms across him. Makes sure he's stronger. But it's definitely a Leeds game which they probably feel very confident at the moment. They've been far the better side here. At home. Justin. Forward in towards Stash. Nice turn on it by Anton Stash. Bogle. Heavy touch. Off O'Reilly. City can't pounce on a loose ball. It's back on. Still in Leeds possession. Strauch. Ampadu. Rodon. Bogle. James Justin spins on him behind here. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. City's defence is completely opened up again here. Calvert-Lewin up against Ruben Diaz. Away from him easily. Bogle. Back to Bogle. And Nuri. Outmuscling on the far side. Calvert-Lewin across the box. Blocked by Mark Gay. And it's be actually a goal kick. It got out earlier from that. As Nuri battled with Bogle on that far side. But Leeds United. A really good start. City's defence stretched. Mark Gay and Diaz not working well together at all. Calvert-Lewin in towards Bogle. Little 1-2 with Stash. He just didn't expect to get in the end of it, Bogle. In the end, the ball went out of play. Calvert-Lewin tried to fizz one in. It's blocked away by Mark Gay, but the connection just doesn't seem to be there. The synergy between the two centre-backs at the moment is lacking. Donnarumma. Ooh, nearly cut out by Calvert-Lewin. Onto Rodri. Dangerous play from Donnarumma and City. Rodri. Back onto Bernardo Silva. Bernardo dropping deep in build-up between the two centre-backs, trying to help City play out from that back. Bernardo into Rodri here. Rodri, ball through to Semenyo. He's in behind here. Semenyo! Semenyo! What is he doing? Semenyo misses his offside anyway, but what a miss by Semenyo. And he had Marmoush to the side of him as well. I don't know why he didn't pass to Marmoush. Rodri plays in Semenyo. I think he is. He might have been onside there, Semenyo. He goes through him behind the Leeds defence. He's got Marmoush to the side of him. He goes for goal himself and blaze it over the bar. I think he should pass to Marmoush there to bury that. How did Semenyo miss that as a City edits? I don't know. Saved by the offside flag because that's a massive miss. But I think he should be passing that to Marmoush. It's greedy of him, but Marmoush isn't going to pass to him either. I've noticed in games, so that might be a problem with our front line. Here's Matheus Nunes down this right-hand side. Rodri. Rodri for City. Ryan Shaqiri, who's not really been involved in the game. Neither of City, well, none of the City front line have, had they? Marmoush or Semenyo. Back towards Diaz they go. Man, a big miss by City there. But Leeds have missed the sitter as well, so 1-1 in the terms of missing big chances. Semenyo. Nunes. I mean, how both Calvert-Lewin and Semenyo and their chances have missed the target, I don't know. I really don't know. Mark Gay. In towards Rodri. Takes his time here, Rodri. Bernardo Silva, back to Rodri. Shaqiri. Works it onto Diaz. Nunes, Semenyo. Under a lot of pressure here, Semenyo. He still gets the ball through to Nunes, well done. Nunes then through to Shaqiri, and Shaqiri chases it with Rodon. Takes no chances, Joe Rodon. Just puts it out for a throw and clears it away. Good play from the Welshman. Well, took out of time at Spurs, didn't he, after a move from Swansea City. Didn't work out for Rodon at Spurs, and a young player that got chances. Was highly rated. He's a Premier League player, and he will be a Premier League player next year as well, surely, because Leeds are going to be staying up. They've been very good this season after that shaky start to the season, really. And that the tides turned at the Etihad, didn't they? That second half, where Leeds are 3-0 down, they went to the back five, and it worked so well. Pulled them back to 3-2. Nearly went on and got a draw in that game. Shaqiri over to Mark Gay. There's space this left-hand side for Nuri. Gay works it back right to Diaz. Nuri just a little bit too far forward. Again, he can't make the pass. Bernardo. Under pressure from Aronson. Mark Gay. O'Reilly showing for the pass and well picked out by Gay and well moved by O'Reilly. Marmoush. Turns here, Omar Marmoush. Left-hand side to Nuri. Nuri then being quite clever on the ball as usual. A few touches before he makes the pass. Gay. O'Reilly. Turns on it. Nico O'Reilly. Rodri. Over to Ruben Diaz and City now. This is more how we expect the game to go. City in possession, Leeds sitting back. After an early start by Leeds was brilliant. That's good by Nunes on the far side here. Nunes the ball into the box. Rodon clears it behind for a throw-in. But good work from Nunes. Uses the left foot alongside touch of the byline. Just clips it past the full-back. Swings across and it's low. Dealt with easily by Rodon, but putting that pressure on Leeds now. Nunes into Bernardo Silva. Back to Nunes. Back to Rodri. Rodri works it all the way back towards Ruben Diaz. Rodri again. Shirky dropping deep, involved in the play now. Shirky. Cross to Mark Gay, well played Shirky. Shirky can bring the ball forward a little bit here. Into Marmoush. O'Reilly. Back to Marmoush. Great play from O'Reilly. Marmoush. Should have given it to O'Reilly, didn't he? Goes wide towards Ait Nuri now. Ait Nuri step overs. But rolls the ball back into Bernardo Silva. Back to Ait Nuri once more. I feel like Marmoush should have played the ball quicker to O'Reilly. He made a really good running behind the defence. Just didn't have the quality to do so. And City are gone backwards now. Back to Gay. After a good opportunity, Rodri. Fouled by Ampadu. Free kick Manchester City. Well, something going on here. I'm not sure the referee's stopping the game for a moment. The referee's stopping the game here for 2 minutes. And I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's for the Muslim players to break their fast. It's been permitted a 2-minute pause so the Muslim players can... The game has been briefly paused to allow the players to break the fast, as tonight's match takes place during the holy period of Ramadan, so fair enough. So Ryan Shirky and Omar Mamouche are allowed to break their fast. 2 City players, Ait Nuri as well, of course. I think Kusanov is Muslim as well. And there will be some Leeds players maybe as well. They will look to break their fast now. And the referee is now happy for the game to continue. I think a Leeds player there just come across the referee to ask why. He's a little bit confused. The Leeds fans didn't seem too happy about the idea of stopping the game for 2 minutes, but I mean, it's fair enough, isn't it? And here's Rodri. How have they been playing while fasting, says Sheriff? Well, if you remember, Riyad Mahrez during Ramadan, it was always his best time, actually. I thought he was better than ever during this period of the season. Here's Mark Gay. Rodri. Rodri wide left to Ait Nuri. O'Reilly makes that run forward again, this left-hand side. He's playing like a left midfielder. Central midfielder, O'Reilly, isn't he? Operates in those areas really well. Shirky. Diaz. Nunes. Back to Diaz. A little bit slow to get there, Diaz, but he dribbles his way around and back into Shirky. Well done. Ryan Shirky lifts him over top here towards O'Reilly. It's a nice idea from Shirky. That's the inventiveness that he brings. But his way to pass was way wrong. Overhit it. Darlow here to take this one. Followed by Cardello. Gay wins the header against Calvert-Lewin. Rodri does against Gruev, but Goodmanson now does Nunes on this far side. He's passed the other side of Nunes there. He's gone down holding his arms in the air here, Goodmanson. Peter Banks, the referee, ignores it. He wants a free kick after a foul, he thinks, from Matheus Nunes. I think Nunes might just catch the feet of Goodmanson, maybe by mistake. It looked a soft one if it was the shoulder-to-shoulder foul he wanted, but I think maybe he just clipped the heels of him. Diaz here under pressure from Aronson. It's a throw in Leeds United's way. Diaz taking too long on the ball there. He's not happy, Diaz, but it was poor from him. Very poor from Ruben Diaz. Hope to see our explosive players now, says Sheriff. Yeah, well, it's on that counter, isn't it? Marmoush, Semenyo and Leeds United are going for a long throw in here. And that comes from a mistake by Ruben Diaz. Taking too long on the ball. Now there's a chance here for Leeds to attack this. A set piece. And long throwings are such a big part of the game now, aren't they? In the Premier League. In from Ethan Ampadu. Donnarumma comes and big two hands from Donnarumma catches it. But no one looking to attack. And Donnarumma plays it into Ait Nuri in the left-hand side. He wants his team to counter. Ait Nuri back to Nico O'Reilly. Here is O'Reilly. Ruben Diaz on that right-hand side. Diaz. Nunes. Semenyo walked the pass. Diaz didn't look for him. Semenyo, his arms out. Doesn't understand why Diaz didn't look for him there. Rodri. O'Reilly. Pressure from Calvert-Lewin. Pulls the arm of O'Reilly, who rides the challenge well. Gay back to Rodri. Into Gay. Nice play by City, Shirky, and back to Rodri. Brilliant by Manchester City there. Leeds tried to press, they can't. Now City go for the middle. And O'Reilly to Shirky, and City make a mess of it. Gruev holds off O'Reilly, leads a bit back in midfield. It's their turn to try and lead some sort of attack. A good move put together by City. Shirky and O'Reilly just couldn't really get it worked out together. And now there's a ball in behind to Calvert-Lewin. And he's away here, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's chased by Mark Gay. Calvert-Lewin tries to turn him. Calvert-Lewin! And across the goal line and behind for a goal kick. What a chance for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's second of the day. Ball in behind to the number 9 of Leeds United. Off he goes. He holds off Mark Gay. His running's very good. He's onside. Holds off Mark Gay there, who stays with him. Calvert-Lewin uses his strength well. Just gets a shot off. It just rolls between Gay and Donnarumma. And behind for a goal kick. It's close to the goal line. For a moment, you think it might hit the far post and go in. It's actually like quite a few feet away and leads on another attack here. Anton Stach. Jayden Bogle into the far post. Nunes heads it away from Goodmanson. Ruben Diaz against Gruev. Ruben Diaz struggling. Now position again here, Ruben Diaz. And here is Aronson against Nunes. Aronson, good feet. Great feet from the American. Away from Nunes. Brilliant from Aronson. Gruev. It's the edge of the box here. A little back heel on towards Goodmanson. It's James Justin and into the hands of Donnarumma. But some really good play again by Leeds United. Fantastic feet by Aronson the far side. Twisting Matheus Nunes up in knots. And now something's going on here between Gruev and a City player. And it's Rodri and Gruev, and Rodri is not happy. I'm not quite sure what's gone on here. But Rodri is not happy at all. Plus Donnarumma looks to throw it out. Rodri is slammed into by Gruev. And Rodri isn't happy. And Gruev walks away. He was punched in the face. In some way, Rodri are caught in the face anyway. Very unhappy with the tackle by Gruev. The referee gives a free kick City's way as the City tried to counter from that Leeds United situation. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. In towards Mark Gay on this far side. Ait Nuri. Back towards Mark Gay. But City struggling to create. Leeds United have had the chances, the better chances. Bernardo. Back to Gay. Across to Donnarumma. You think when Donnarumma first joined City, how he wasn't involved in the build-up. As Leeds press here, City, now he's very much involved. Ait Nuri. City played himself into trouble. Ait Nuri. Mark Gay. Into O'Reilly. Shirky down to Rodri. O'Reilly miscontrols the pass, but Ait Nuri takes it. Shirky. Ait Nuri can't control it. City give it away. A challenge by Gay. Throwing Leeds United. City struggling. Leeds have been all over us as Sheriff. They quite right they have been. He's opening 20 minutes or so. Leeds have been by far the better side here. And Arsenal came to Ellen Road under pressure. Was it a 4-0 win? They were good in that game. Battered Leeds. Leeds did not look themselves that day. They look more like themselves today. They look like a side that is hard to beat. And a side that will be Premier League again next season. Rodon. Bogle. Forced back to Rodon. I don't think City are very intense in our press today. It seems like it's too easy for Leeds to play out. Darlow wide towards Strauch. Press him. Ball in behind again towards Calvert-Lewin. A foot race from Mark Gay. He goes back towards Donnarumma. Calvert-Lewin keeps pressing. Donnarumma to Ait Nuri, but he's under pressure here, Ait Nuri. His body shape's all wrong. He tries to clear it away and he's put himself into trouble here, Ait Nuri. He's terrible from the fullback. Bogle against Ait Nuri. Passed him into the box here. Chance again for Leeds. What a chance. Brendan Aronson comes flying and he thinks, is it Mark Gay block? I'm not sure. But as soon as Donnarumma gives this to Ait Nuri, I knew we were in trouble. Terrible clearance from the Algerian straight to Jayden Bogle. Then he loses the physical battle. He's done by Bogle. Gets the cross in. It's fizzed across the box. Aronson gets there. I don't think Mark Gay blocks it. But I think City's number 15 just gets enough on him to put him off. I don't think he does get there. Oh no, Gay actually catches Aronson afterwards. Trying to block it, and City have given the ball away again here. And here's Leeds United once more. And Anton Stach hits one. And it's blocked And it's behind for a corner. Donnarumma trying to prevent that. City under so much pressure here. Leeds all over Manchester City. By far the better side. City under big pressure. Big pressure. City swing one in here. And it comes from Starch. Chance here from a header. Ooh, headed away by Nico O'Reilly. Back out towards Jayden Bogle, who powers his way through the City team, plays her in behind the defence. It's too much on it for Calvert-Lewin to get there. Behind for a goal kick, but Leeds United absolutely dominating this Manchester City side here. Absolutely dominating them. As I said before, you can go over to the Finalysis app, turn your passion into power. Finalysis in partnership with Sky Sports launching this app for fans to make their opinions count. When it comes to your club, you guys know best, and you can go and make your thoughts known on Finalysis, as I will be doing at half-time in this one, and, of course, rating the players at full-time as well. Here's Donnarumma. Long by the Italian towards Antoine Semenyo. Physically doing really well here. Semenyo at Strout gets a header on it. And Leeds have it back again here. Aronson lost the ball here to City. Well played, City. Mark Gay. There's no pass ahead of him. Going to go back to Aït-Nouri. I think struggling at the moment, Riyad Aït-Nouri. Rodri. And this is the full City team. Rodri onto Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. Bernardo. Back to Diaz. Left hand side to Mark Gay. Clips it in towards Shirky. It's a great pass, but Shirky can't do anything with it again. It's poor again by Shirky. He's not having a great game at all. Pressing Bogle. He's done well, and City win it back here. And here's O'Reilly, and good play by Shirky, and the referee pulls it back for some sort of free kick. It certainly isn't. I don't know where Peter Banks has seen the foul, but he gives one Leeds United away for absolutely nothing once he sees City on the attack. It's terrible refereeing from Peter Banks there. Absolutely terrible. Never, ever is that a foul. Not even Jayden Bogle asks for it. No one asks for it. But Peter Banks sees City on attack. Quickly pulls it back. Over top Matheus Nunes here. It's a free kick Leeds United's way. Nunes with a foul on the far side. It's poor by Nunes. Just pushes Goodmanson to the ground and gives away a free kick and gives away a set piece to Leeds. And they've been very poor from Manchester City. Very poor today. And now Leeds have got a set piece opportunity. City struggling. City in big trouble. There we go. Set piece to defend now for Manchester City. Very, very poor. So, over it. He swings it in. Headed by Calvert-Lewin. It's on towards Justin. What a chance for James Justin. Nearly falls to him. Desperately need to slow this game down to City Fever. We're not in the game at all at the moment. We're not in the game at all at the moment. City have been really poor. Really poor. And they've been all over City. And they have it back again here, Leeds, after City give it away again. O'Reilly pressing. Marmou's trying to get in there. Just cannot get our forward line in the game. Nor the midfield. Marmou's tracking back here against Goodmanson. Goodmanson away from him. Goodmanson the ball into the box here. It's over Calvert-Lewin. Aït-Nouri under pressure from James Justin. He clears it away, Aït-Nouri. He wants a free kick for the clearance. He's not going to get it. He's not Jayden Bogle. It wasn't a foul on Aït-Nouri. It was about as much a foul as the one on Jayden Bogle was. The Manchester City Open. Terrible performance, this is. Absolutely terrible performance. Goodmanson with the ball in. It's just overhit to Calvert-Lewin. Aït-Nouri under pressure. Takes too much time. Is it a corner for City defender? It's another long throw in. Ethan Ampadu is going to launch this one in for Leeds United now. In from Ampadu. Headed down by Rodri. O'Reilly off the number 4 for Leeds. And it's behind for another corner, actually. Where's Haaland disappeared to? He's injured, unfortunately. Don't know what's happened to Erling Haaland. He hasn't travelled with the squad here today. Well, it should be a goal kick, this. But It comes off Ampadu. It's a goal kick. The linesman gives a corner. It's certainly not. Corner ball. So he's swung in by Anton Stach again. In by the German. Free header. No. Cleared away. Back out to Ampadu. Miss it. Nunes. Or Diaz it is. Up and underneath it and away. Aronson. Back into the danger zone. Diaz down to Bernardo Silva. Well played. Rodri. City just can't get the ball forward here, let alone keep it. Bernardo Silva under pressure. Bernardo plays himself into trouble. He does really well. Back to Diaz. Diaz, I don't know what he's doing here, Diaz. He's taking his time. He just lumps it away. Semenyo tries to control it. He's taken down Antoine Semenyo by Pascal Strauch. Free kick Manchester City. And that eases some of the pressure. It's good play from Semenyo. Good hold-up play, but this here is a very, very bad performance from Manchester City. Very poor. Just nothing in the side at the moment that's to be positive about. Defensively, we look weak. Offensively, we don't look great. Creativity, we're lacking. Energy. Rodri for City. Into Mark Gay. Gay takes his time. Time on the ball here. Diaz, he's got Nunes to the far right of him. Into Mateus Nunes. Can we see City go forward here? Nunes. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Again, backwards is the first decision from Bernardo. Rodri, the switch of play to Aït-Nouri. Takes it down well, Aït-Nouri, but once again, has to go backwards. The pressing from Leeds, the intensity. Gay in towards Aït-Nouri. One-on-one with Bogle here. Aït-Nouri. Cherki. Rodri. Works it onto Diaz. He's got Nunes in a wide area. In space. Mateus Nunes. Could go in behind Bernardo Silva. Decides against it. Poor decision making from Nunes. Bernardo. Rodri. That wide right to Nunes. Crossing. Could come in. Nunes does swing it in. Doesn't beat the first man. It's easily headed away by Leeds. Well defended by Goodmanson. Leeds so many bodies back when they are defending. So aggressive off the ball. Nunes to throw this one in. Semenyo. Nunes. Around the outside goes Nunes again here. He's trying to put a cross in, but there's no one to go for, no one to aim for. Ball pulled back to Bernardo Silva. Here's Mark Gay. Rodri. Wide right to Nunes again. Nunes with the ball in towards Marmouche. He's cleared wide, burrowed on. Rodri on the end of it. Bernardo wins it back for City. Nunes back onto Diaz. This is better. Our best sort of spell of the game at the moment. It's come to the 28th minute mark. Mark Gay for Manchester City. Wide left to Aït-Nouri. Space for Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri on the outside. Past Stach here. Brilliant by Aït-Nouri. Still going. Plays it off Justin. It should be a corner. The referee says no goal kick. Poor by Aït-Nouri in the end. Who I don't think's been good enough today. Bring Aït-Nouri down that left-hand side. Him and Nunes are holding the width, and the two fullbacks aren't really showing the quality we need in those, final third, in those deeper areas of the field. And the only players wide at the moment. You have to ask what needs to be done. City have it back with Nunes. He's done well there against Aronson. Aronson slides in on Nunes. Nunes past him. Down goes Nunes. Referee says no foul. Pulled by Nunes. Aronson in behind towards Cavalier. Red by Diaz, and City back in possession again. Margate. Bernardo Silva. City trying to do something in the build-up play. It's very difficult at the moment. They're struggling. Bernardo. Margate. 15 minutes of this first half remain. And, it's hard to see City going in at half-time with a lead. And, the question is, isn't it? City have been very poor in second half so far this season. The positive is maybe we're having our first half being poor, and the second half we're going to be fantastic. I don't know. Here's Donnarumma. Cherki. Cross to Margate. Switches the play towards Diaz on the far side. Nice ball, Diaz. Nunes. High and wide. Bernardo there to the pass, back to Diaz. Which can't get the ball into the forward line at all here today. Diaz. Just no space. Rodri. Nunes. And now there is a bit of space for City. That's well played. Need a bit of quality though now. Mateus Nunes. It's wide to Bernardo Silva. It wasn't the pass we needed. Bernardo lifts in towards Semenyo. It's poor. It's really poor from Bernardo. And from Nunes. Bernardo against Goodmanson here. Bernardo is kicked here by Goodmanson. The linesman says no, and it's a throw-in. Leeds United's way. And the captain's down here holding his ribs. It's a sore one for Bernardo. The linesman didn't see it. Didn't care to see it. Bernardo Silva's still down here. We'll have to see this in again. So Bernardo bundled into by Goodmanson. Goodmanson just kicks Bernardo in the side. And it's not a foul, apparently. Bernardo Silva kicked in the chest. The linesman didn't see it. Interesting. Bernardo Silva goes to talk to the linesman and says stop. But it looked like Bernardo was kicked there by Goodmanson. He didn't look like it was a big kick, but he certainly did kick him. Things aren't going City's way. Throw in. Over Leeds, it goes all the way out for a throw in for City on the other side. Matt Gay to Diaz. Throwing him back to Gay. There's a big switch on here maybe to Aït-Nouri. That means City being a bit more positive, a bit more expansive. Gay into Shirky, that's nice. And Shirky, what a ball to Marmouche. And here we go, Marmouche. It's a Semenyo, poor by Marmouche. Great run, good ball. Gay and Shirky, good play. And really poor. Really poor by Marmouche in the final third. Mark Gay for City. O'Reilly. Left hand side towards Rodri. Rodri, poor. Back to O'Reilly though. Rodri still. And again, back towards Diaz. Everything's backwards and sideways everywhere we go. At the moment, Rodri. Semenyo. Slammed in the back of Antoine Semenyo. He works hard, he battles and wins the ball back, and City keep possession. And here's Bernardo Silva on the right side. Bernardo onto Nunes. Cross the box by Nunes! No one at the far post attacks it. Why no one at the far post attacks it? Kept in by Aït-Nouri. What a chance for City. Rodri. Someone at the far post should attack that. Rodri switches the play towards Bernardo Silva. City's captain here. Diaz. Nunes. Back to Shirky. Here's Ryan Shirky here. Shirky switched the play brilliantly to Aït-Nouri. Stretches Leeds. Ryan Aït-Nouri, can he do something? Into Shirky, back to Aït-Nouri. Across the box here and dealt with by the Leeds United defender. Ampadu out for a corner for City, who are starting to push now. Two very good opportunities created down those wide areas with the fullbacks. It's going to be a corner for Manchester City. We're not great from set pieces. We lost probably the best player to attack him in Joško Vardiol. But Mark Gay gets a few goals for Crystal Palace, doesn't he, from set pieces? Can he get them now as a Manchester City player? O'Reilly's a big lad as well. Standing on the goalkeeper, Darlow. To be swung in here by Shirky on the right foot to the far post. Away by Rodon. Rodri back out to Bernardo Silva. That wide left to Shirky. One-on-one with Bogle here. Shirky. Shirky. Across the box to Nunes. Nunes plays it back wide to Bernardo Silva. City pushing here. Shirky again. Past Aronson. Shirky. Shirky still under pressure. He works it wide to Nunes. He did well to keep hold of it there. He was under a lot of pressure. Rodri. Shirky. Tackled by Leeds and Leeds counter. Aït-Nouri wins it back. Well played. Marmouche. Leeds couldn't counter. Good play by Aït-Nouri. Bernardo. Aït-Nouri. Poor touch away by Leeds again. Nunes goes and wins it. Well played, Nunes. And back to Bernardo Silva. And City still can sustain possession here. Bernardo goes back to Gay. City try and get back in position. Bernardo. Wide left to Aït-Nouri. O'Reilly makes a run here. Stretches that Leeds defence. Great space for Rodri. Rodri. Spins on it. Central midfield here. O'Reilly, little 1-2 Rodri. Rodri again. Diaz wide. To Matheus Nunes down this right-hand side. Semenyo central. Marmouche in the box. Bernardo and O'Reilly in there as well. It's swung in by Ruben Diaz. Semenyo in there. Justin decides to head it away. Keeper flaps at it. Back out to Nunes. Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Back to Diaz. He's going to swing another one in here, Diaz. Diaz in towards O'Reilly, who can't throw his head at it. Leeds clear it away again. It's on as far as Rodri. Rodri looks to hit one. He's tackled by Calvert-Lewin, but he keeps it. Cherki. A wide left towards Aït-Nouri. City continue to press here. This is more like the game we expected. Aït-Nouri. Cherki. Back out to Mark Gay. Cherki again. Against Calvert-Lewin. Cherki. Rodri. Gay. City pro with their passing. Mark Gay in towards O'Reilly. Back into Cherki. Well done and back to Gay. Well done City under close pressing from Leeds again. City keep possession. Rodri onto Diaz on this right-hand side. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. Good skill from Bernardo. Cherki. Wide right to Nunes here. Could he swing this one in? He takes his time, Nunes. Decides against it. In behind towards Cherki. Pressure from Aronson. Back out to Nunes once again. And on to Diaz. He looks to swing it in. Ruben Diaz. I don't know what he's doing, Diaz, but he eventually swings the ball into the far post. Away by Bogle. Nunes against Aronson. Statching there against Aït-Nouri. Leeds get it back and Aït-Nouri takes it. City can come forward again here, but Aït-Nouri turns. He's looking for options. There's so much space in that far right side. City have got to work it over to there. Ruben Diaz does towards Ryan Cherki. City come down the right hand side now. It's all Manchester City at the moment. Bernardo Silva. Rodri on the edge of the box. Bernardo a little back heel onto Nunes. Nunes cross it in. Cleared away by Leeds and Rodri back onto Bernardo. And City sustain that pressure on this Leeds team here. Captain Bernardo. Nunes. Just pushed in the back there by Goodmanson. He's beat him. Nunes then plays it to Cherki, who stops his run. Poor by Nunes and Cherki there. And away by Ampadu. Long Calvert-Lewin against Diaz. Diaz wins the header. Rodri, fantastic by Rodri there. Pressure where he's got a few Leeds players around him. He just heads it straight back to Gay. Just takes the sting out of anything that Leeds are starting to build upon. A loose ball, something they can pounce upon. Here's Rodri. Nicely done, Aït-Nouri. Semenyo and Marmoush have got to get more involved here. Rodri. Diaz. Again, Nunes in so much space. It's poor by Diaz. Semenyo goes and wins it back. Semenyo keeps going here. Semenyo. O'Reilly. Rodri. Spaces for Aït-Nouri. It's terrible from Rodri. It's shocking from Rodri. Counter Leeds United. Statch here. Ball in behind to Aronson. Terrible from Rodri. Here's Aronson. 1-on-1 with Donnarumma. Aronson! Save by Donnarumma off Aronson behind for a goal kick. But it's absolutely shocking by Manchester City's number 16, Rodri. Very, very poor from Rodri. All the space for Aït-Nouri. Rodri gives it away. He hasn't got the energy. He hasn't got the ability to run back towards his own goal. I think Aronson would have been offside anyway as Mark Gay steps up. Rodri stops running. Diaz continues. He doesn't give up. Diaz not happy with his pull from Rodri near City on the counter in Marmoush. A shot at Darlow. I don't even know where it came from there. The replays didn't show it. And Leeds give it away and City get it back again. Poor counter from Leeds. O'Reilly, Rodri. Wide right to Bernardo Silva. City building on something a little bit, but can we get a goal from it? Bernardo on towards Nunes. In from Nunes into the box. O'Reilly's arriving! What a save by Darlow. Back to O'Reilly. Another save by Darlow. Darlow makes 2 saves there. There's the goalkeeper. First one comes in. Crossing from Nunes. Right in the head of Nico O'Reilly. Crashing the box. Save by Darlow. And the Leeds player tries to head it back to his goalkeeper. Tries to be clever. Good save by Darlow the first time. But I think O'Reilly should be scoring that. And Pep Guardiola, hands on head on the sideline, thinks that should have got found the back of the net. Corner Manchester City here. Good save by Darlow. O'Reilly should have headed it just a little bit to the further side. In by Cherki. Away by Bogle. Out as far as Cherki. Cherki's pulled down here by Jayden Bogle. It's a free kick Manchester City. Bogle can complain all he wants there, but he's pulled down by Cherki. I have to be honest, Cherki looking at him looks like he's struggling a little bit today. Pulled back by Bogle. Cherki throws himself over the leg of Jayden Bogle. Free kick City. It's clever from Cherki actually. Bernardo Silva to try and swing one in now. Options in the box like Mark Gay, Semenyo, but we're not a very good team aerially, are we? I think that treble season when you've got Akanji, Diaz, Rodri, Stones, Ake, all stepping up to get the head on the end of something. Cross to coming from Peter Banks. Well, the whistle blown by Peter Banks. I don't think the ref's swinging one in from Bernardo Silva, headed away easily by Leeds. Shirky down to Rodri. Rodri takes his time again on it. Back to Nunez. Wide left to Bernardo Silva, pressure on Bernardo. Aitnuri, space again for Aitnuri. Aitnuri past Noah Starch, well played Aitnuri. Cross comes into the box here, O'Reilly takes it down the box. Great touches, Marmoush is there! He goes down, Omar Marmoush. Is it a penalty, referee? I don't think so. Marmoush didn't even appeal there. Great touch by O'Reilly. Could be a foul on O'Reilly, to be honest. Good defending by Stroud, but could have been a bit of a foul on O'Reilly in the box there. Mark Gay against Calvert-Lewin, and City back in possession with Ryan Aitnuri. And back he goes to Gigi Donnarumma. City come out from this far side now. Diaz, Nunez, pushing. Can City get a hold of this game? Can we get a goal before half-time? See, Antoine Semenyo's been very, very quiet today. Bernardo Silva. Onto Nunez, poor pass. Given back to Leeds. Ampadu. Strauch. Deflection. Strauch gets there and offside against Antoine Semenyo. Free kick, Leeds United. Well, I will be going over to Finalysis at half-time. On Finalysis, I will give my half-time thoughts. A place where you can turn your passion into power. If you haven't downloaded Finalysis app, go and download it. It's the place to be as a football fan, as a Premier League fan, and as a Manchester City fan. Foden to Johnny Rangers, John Stones, Abu Kadir, Kusanov on the bench. All looking on. Expect to see maybe Foden come on, Savinho. Doku is there as well, of course. James Trafford, who knows he's not going to get on the field today. Nathan Ake. So many quality players in that City bench today. The bench looks very strong, doesn't it? Rodri clears this one away. Marmoush against Rodon. Dealt with by Leeds way too easily. Marmoush's hold-up play is very weak. Ball in behind towards Calvert-Lewin here. Chest it down to Aronson. Good defending by Diaz. Donnarumma comes out and claims. Well played, Gigi Donnarumma. Under pressure is Nunez. Donnarumma is taking his time here. Pass it in towards Mark Gay. Gay brings it forward for City. Good drive from the centre-back. Bernardo, Rodri. City want that forward pass. O'Reilly in a great pocket of space. He's found. He turns as O'Reilly. Shirky and on towards Gay, and that's good play for Manchester City. Wide left to Aitnuri. Shirky. And there is Ampadu on him. Struggling with the physicality a little bit today, Shirky. Leeds are snapping into those challenges, and he's having to ride them time and time again. Diaz. Mark Gay. Brings his ball forward as Mark Gay. Wide left to Aitnuri, but Al's great space for him brilliantly. Then he's against Bogle. Takes his time. Rodri. Back onto Aitnuri. Ryan Shirky under pressure. Back into Mark Gay. Shirky once more. Shirky looking to square up the Leeds player. Shirky. And towards Diaz. City work it wide to the right hand side again to Matheus Nunes. Best chance of the game have come from Nunes down that far side. A cross across the box which was whipped in low and hard to the far post. No one was there. No one attacked it. And then the second one where he put on the head of Nunes. And a good play by Marmoush and Aitnuri. Aitnuri across the box. Deflected. Marmoush gets there. Turns. Marmoush trying to get his shot off here. Managed to get it back out to Rodri O'Reilly. City recycle possession just. Marmoush just couldn't get it under his feet there. Bernardo Silva. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo. Nunes again. Wide right towards Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. Rodri. Rodri swings one in here. It's dealt with easily by Leeds and away by Ampadu. Gay against Calvert-Lewin. And Diaz does well to work it wide left towards Aitnuri. Well played Gay there. Gets involved in the physical battle with Calvert-Lewin. Knowing that Diaz is behind him to deal with the situation. Rodri. Shirky. Come on, City. Let's push here. Gay, Shirky. 2 added minutes here at the end of the first half. Not much to enjoy, to be honest. Been poor from City in this first half. Most of the time. Aitnuri. Aitnuri. Back in towards Rodri. The switch is on. He does switch it towards Nunes. Taken well by Nunes here. Nunes on this right hand side. Matheus Nunes. Diaz. On to Nico O'Reilly. Mark Gay again. We've already played 1 minute. They added 2 minutes. O'Reilly. Rodri. Terrible from Rodri again here. And O'Reilly goes and wins it back. But it's really poor from Rodri. Good tackle from O'Reilly. Referee says play on. Aronson gets back to his feet. Nunes. Bernardo Silva. But Rodri has been really poor. Rodri in towards Aitnuri. Shaki. Against Bogle here. Plays a ball. What a ball through to Aitnuri here. Cross the box to Semenyo! He's done it again. He always does it. Antoine Semenyo. 1-0 Manchester City. This man knows where the back of the net is. He's been so quiet today as Antoine Semenyo. But there you go. He goes and gets himself the goal. City have the goal and City are in front at half-time. And it's Antoine Semenyo. What a ball by Ryan Shirky, by the way. In behind to Ryan Aitnuri. The ball by Shirky is absolutely spectacular. Aitnuri into him. He makes the run forward, Shirky. Finds Aitnuri. What a pass. And then thread across the box by Aitnuri. Fizzed the cross between goalkeeper and centre-back. A difficult one to defend. And there sliding at the far post is Antoine Semenyo. 1-0 Manchester City. Semenyo again. And Semenyo loves a goal. And he's just got that real... He sniffs out goals, doesn't he, Semenyo? That striker's instinct. What a ball by Shirky. Pep Guardiola points to Ryan Shirky there. He points right to him. And Antoine Semenyo with a little bit of a guitar celebration. City 1, Leeds United 0. Well, City have dominated from minute 28 onwards. And just before half-time, as the half-time whistle is blown, Leeds United going 1-0 down. They'll be disappointed with themselves, Leeds. But City really took control of this game. Really took control from the 28th minute. And from there on, we dominated. We kept Leeds hemmed in under a lot of pressure. And City get that goal. That is half-time. Thank you for the super chat, Sheriff. Absolutely fantastic. So half-time, City 1, Leeds United 0. I will now go over to Finalysis to make my thoughts known on that first half. You can go over to Finalysis as well to see my half-time thoughts. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sheriff. That is absolutely wonderful. We're back for the second half where City do lead by 1-0.
the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? Cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. How do you do? Cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. Oh, my darkest memories, now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. We can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? Cause I'm feeling so good. Cause you make me love
I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel it. Now I feel it. Your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel it.
So ready to start second half, Manchester City and Leeds. The two sides are coming out to now. I went over to Finalysis to give you my half-time thoughts. If you want to go and give your half-time thoughts on there, you can do. You can actually put things on there during the game. And of course, you can rate the players come the end of the game as well. You can download the app on the Google Play or App Store. And you can give higher rating players. Perhaps Jeremy Doku comes off the bench today. He's unbelievable. Scores a hat-trick and gets a 96 rating. You get the idea. City versus Leeds currently 1-0 up at half-time after a late goal at the end of the half by Antoine Semenyo sliding in after Ryan Aït-Nouri cross, and it really came from some magic from Ryan Shaqiri, threading the ball through to Aït-Nouri and Antoine Semenyo there to tap it in. The City players are in deep conversation here on the field to start this one. Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Semenyo. Talks. We weren't good in that first half, Manchester City. They pulled it together sort of around the 30th minute mark, minute 28, I think I counted it as. From there, City dominate the game. But we know the second half drop-off that Manchester City have been dealing with this season, especially since the start of the new year. And that is a big problem. The second half drop-off, I don't think we can afford to have today, because with the missed chances Leeds had in that first half, they might just go and score them in this second. Underway, then Manchester City versus Leeds United, second half of football. Can City be the team to come away as winners in this one? 1-0 up. Things are in our favour right now. A second goal probably do us the world as good. Shirky in towards Nunes. Back to Bernardo Silva and forward to Semenyo. I think Pep Guardiola's probably spoke about finding the forward players a little bit more. Passing the ball forward a little bit more. Semenyo really hardly got involved in that game. And then he went and put away a tap-in. We've got to be in the right place to score the tap-ins, and he's certainly got that about him, hasn't he? O'Reilly here tackled well by Bogle. What I would say is, with Antoine Semenyo, if you remember when Raheem Sterling came to City, the one thing they worked on with him was getting in those positions, getting more goals. He could get more goals this season, Semenyo. Like Sterling. I mean, Sterling is scoring 25, 30 goals a season. I do believe Semenyo can do that. I do believe he's got the quality to do that. It's just not going to be easy. But getting in those positions is the start of it, isn't it? And he's obviously a pretty decent finisher. Offside against Semenyo here. You can't really believe it. Antoine Semenyo, free kick leads. Shirky pressing on Goodmanson here. Semenyo can't get there. It's a foul by City again. This time Shirky on Goodmanson. It wasn't a foul by Al Silva, by the way, when he's kicked in the chest. But that was a foul there. Evening says Chris. Evening to you, Chris. City 1-0 up. City, you would say, sort of in control after the end of the first half. But we know what second halves can change. City very much in a 4-4-2 shape here. O'Reilly playing left mid. You've got Shirky and Marmoush up together and Semenyo off the right. And we have changed our shape a few times. Out of possession pressing City. A few times it's like a 4-2-3-1. Goodmanson rolls his way through. It's a foul by Rodri earlier before. And a free kick Leeds United in. Another set piece opportunity. Rodri looking slow, looking leggy. And I would consider bringing Nico Gonzalez on here for Manchester City. I do think that would be a decision Pep Guardiola might be looking at. Rodri was one of the poorer players in the first half in terms of, giving the ball away in very simple situations, in situations where he didn't need to, leading to 2 Leeds United counter-attacks and nearly 2 Leeds United goals. Ball in by Stach here, headed away, on as far as Aronson on the volley. Blocked by Marmoush. Rodon back in. Headed on by them to the far post. Aronson on, and Donnarumma comes for it. Donnarumma claims it. Donnarumma throws it out to the left-hand side to O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly. Good feet by O'Reilly. Stach takes it off him, but O'Reilly keeps it. Ait-Nouri. Just got to pass it here, Ait-Nouri, but he's dribbling his way through here, Ait-Nouri. Fantastic feet by Ait-Nouri. Shirky on towards O'Reilly. Brilliant from Rian Ait-Nouri. O'Reilly, the ball into the box here. It's pulled back to Semenyo. No one there. Nunes will get there and City can recycle it. Can keep going here, but it's good play from Ait-Nouri. Really good feet. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Back left to Ait-Nouri. He's starting to become the sort of fullback that City wanted. They expected when they signed him. Obviously the early injuries did slow down his City career. Injured just his first home game. Wide right towards Bernardo Silva. Matheus Nunes. A little flick to Bernardo. It's a poor one from Nunes. It's given away by City. Rodri in there to win it back though. Well played Rodri. Diaz slips. Still gets it to Shirky. Then he slips and gives it to Leeds. A counter-attack for Leeds United here. 2 slips from City. First by Diaz. Then by Shirky. Here's Noah Stach. Ball in here. Nunes is lost. Calvert-Lewin at the far post. Calvert-Lewin, what a block by Nunes. Fantastic recovery from Matheus Nunes, who saved City there after City slipping all over the place. First the slip from Rodri, then the slip from Diaz, then the slip from Shirky and Leeds counter. What's going on, says Juicy? Well, City in trouble. What a block by Matheus Nunes. Throws his body at it. Blocks it with his right boot. Brilliant for one of the best performing fullbacks in the Premier League this season. Very good chance. Thank goodness we have a great record for hanging on to Leeds, says Chris. Yeah, well, not so far this season. I'm not in second half. I've had a good day. Thank you, Juicy. Hope you've had a good day too. Let's hope City make it even better. Crossing, headed away by Nunes at the near post. And out for a throw-in for Leeds, who are now going to play the long throw-in. Set pieces. Stoke City. Made very, very popular by Arsenal, hasn't it, this sort of football now? I don't like it, but that's the way it is. Throwing long balls in. Crossing long crosses in. Here is Ampadu. And he throws it. Roden goes down anyway by Semenyo. Marmoush straight to Goodmanson. Goodmanson hits one here and Goodmanson lifts it up and over the bar. Nice attempt by Goodmanson, but nowhere near for Leeds United at all. Leeds certainly have really come on, haven't they, as a team? From that team we saw at the Etihad. Well, he's fighting between Roden and Diaz there. There's hardly anything. I think Joe Roden goes down, but it's very sort of a half-hearted attempt at a complaint, really, by Joe Roden, the Welshman. He went down and got back to his feet pretty quickly. And Rodri's going to lump this one forward here. Straight back to Leeds with Bogle. And Semenyo tries to nick it. And they play a ball back to the goalkeeper. Darlow under pressure from Marmoush. He sends it long with Darlow up towards Calvert-Lewin. There's 2 balls in the field here. Diaz knocks it away. Mark Gay, Rodri. Bernardo Silva. I think the Leeds fans threw a second ball on that. I'm watching this and Leeds have been amazing to squid. First half, the first 28 minutes, first 30 minutes, Leeds are brilliant. They should have scored, really. Mark Gay under pressure here. Well played to Ait-Nuri. In these positions, struggles, but he's won a throw in Ait-Nuri. Well done. Done well there. Yeah, they certainly have struggled, City against Leeds, but City grew into it on the 30th minute. Pressing from Leeds has been brilliant in the first half. They've had chances. Calvert-Lewin. Poor attempt at a forward pass by Ait-Nuri straight out for a throw-in. Rodon down to James Justin. Back to Rodon. Semenyo's come left here and Marmoush is a bit more right. Long by Darlow towards Calvert-Lewin. Diaz wins the header, well played. Shirky on the chest. Back to Nunes. Back he goes towards Donnarumma. And here is Calvert-Lewin pressing him. Donnarumma plays that long ball into Bernardo Silva. Strout wins the header, but taken down by Nunes, well played. Matheus Nunes. Good ball in towards O'Reilly. Can turn here, City's midfielder. O'Reilly. In towards Shirky under pressure from Gruev here. Good feet by Shirky. Slows it down into Ait-Nuri. Nicely done by the Frenchman. Shirky. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Wide to Nunes here. City with a chance again. Nunes looks to cross it in. Marmoush across the near post. Half volley from Marmoush a little bit. But he catches it wrong. Puts it wide. It's a good chance for Marmoush there. Nice ball by Bernardo into Nunes. I think Marmoush there is just a bit afraid of getting caught by Pascal Stroud. Could just sort of throw a boot at it. In the end, he does sort of half attempt at volleying it. Doesn't quite get his foot round it like he'd want to because of Pascal Stroud putting him off. And he sliced it into the stands there on Marmoush across the near post. A good chance. Towards Calvert-Lewin here. Semenyo wins the header. Taken down by Goodmanson. Off Semenyo. Out for a throw into Leeds United on this far side. Gruev to take it, is it? No, it's Goodmanson. Goodmanson's to throw this one in. Well, Calvert-Lewin at the moment being marked by Rodri, by Diaz. He's causing problems for City. He should have scored a goal. Mark Gay away, but only as far as Aronson. It's poor. And he makes a good tackle a second time. Leading some space. Nunes against Aronson. Good turn by Nunes. Cleared away. Marmoush. He's hold-up play. He's really letting us down, Marmoush, at the moment. Good pressing from Nico Riley. But Omar Marmoush has to work on his hold-up play. It's very, very poor. If he's going to be a forward player in those central areas, he's got to be better. They're pulling behind towards Calvert-Lewin here. He's onside and Calvert-Lewin's up. No, he's offside. The flag eventually goes up here from the linesman. He must have been quite a way offside because they don't give them quickly, do they, these linesmen? He is offside, but it's not. He's not miles offside, Calvert-Lewin. He's probably about a foot offside. Rodri, O'Reilly, Bernardo, Rodri. Onto Mark Gay. Onto Nico O'Reilly. Ait-Nuri. Back he goes towards Mark Gay. Well played, City. Trying to get that control in the game, City, which we need. Maybe bring Foden on for Marmoush as Chris. Yeah, that could be a good option. I mean, I thought Foden would play today. City looking for that more creativity. I think Foden for Marmoush could be a good change. Whether Pep makes that decision, I don't know. I think probably someone like Shirky comes out for Foden. Maybe Tajani Reinders as well for Marmoush. I mean, Reinders is pretty much a second striker the way he plays. The throwing has gone Leeds United's way here, which Anton Semenyo is surprised by. Strauch. Back he goes to Darlow. We've got to avoid that drop-off, and it's hard to determine yet if that drop-off is upon us in this second half, as Justin tries to switch the play. Goodmanson heads it on. Diaz back out to Nunez, well played Diaz. Nunez and back to Diaz, well played by these two. Rodri drops deep. Rodri picks it up off Ruben Diaz. Aït-Nouri in lots of space on the left-hand side. Rodri. Aït-Nouri. In space, but it's gone to O'Reilly. Rodri again. Back to Ruben Diaz. Following the pattern really of the first half when City got control. So I thought we had possession a lot higher in that Leeds half. A lot more around their box. O'Reilly with space here. Pushes into it. Back to Rodri. Rodri City. Marmoush. Marmoush brings the ball forward here. Turns back on himself. Cherki. Ryan Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. Space for Cherki to drive into now, which he does do. Cherki, and he plays it wide to Nunez, who might keep it in. Nunez, he can't keep it in. It's a nice idea from Cherki. Matheus Nunes, unfortunately, not on the same wavelength as him, and in the end lets the ball go out for a throw-in. So, City having to defend a throw-in here. Goodmanson to take it. And that's a foul by Cherki here and Gruev, apparently. And Cherki's give away a free kick here. I don't know what for it. He's sort of claiming a stamp on him there. Cherki does stamp on Gruev. A little bit. It's a free kick, I don't know. The referee's talking with Cherki here. Said not to do it again. I'm not quite sure what's happening. You might be a little bit lucky there, Cherki, because it did look a little bit nasty. He sort of throws a stud out a little bit on Gruev. He didn't really stamp on him. He hardly touched him, really. I think he was trying to get a free kick himself. Well, Leeds are going to now take this free kick long. Caldallo, the goalkeeper's come across to it. Going to send this long and forward. Caldallo over it. Up towards Calvert-Lewin, of course. City don't win the first ball. Diaz clears away the second. O'Reilly flicks it on towards Marmoush. Takes it down well, Marmoush here, but his control's not good enough in the tight spaces. Semenyo can't win it back. Aronson running at Ruben Diaz here. Diaz bullies him. Too strong for him. Diaz then makes a good challenge. Diaz clears it away to Cherki. Rodri switches the play well. First time on towards Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri, nice feet by him as well. Aït-Nouri, and he takes it round. Snatch not once but twice here. Rodri. Cherki. Back he goes towards Diaz. Well played, Ryan Cherki there. City under pressure. City dealing with it. Diaz. Cherki. Diaz. Here is Ryan Cherki. Mark Gay. Diaz. Back to Mark Gay. On towards Aït-Nouri. Rodri. Good work from Rodri there in towards Marmoush. Marmoush late one on him. Bernardo Silva. Back to Marmoush. He's doing well, Marmoush, though. He's fighting for it. He's done well there. I mean, he's given it away again. He's trying, but his actual first touch and close control is really, really poor, Marmoush. Oh, Cherki goes and wins it back for City. There's a counter on here. Semenyo's running, and he plays Semenyo. And Semenyo and Strauch and Rodon. And two of them sandwich Antoine Semenyo. Is that not a free kick? The referee thinks not. Goodmanson. Two players. Antoine Semenyo sandwiched by two Leeds United players there. And the referee gives nothing. Rodon and Strauch both clatter into Antoine Semenyo as Cherki plays him in. I mean, is that not a foul? Semenyo gets up and plays. I don't think he rolls around holding his ankle or something like that, his face. Maybe he gets a free kick there. But it looks like Joe Rodon, as he accelerated there to try and get in the end of that one, he might have just tweaked the hamstring. He's going to play on for a little bit, the Welshman, but it looks like it's a bit of a problem. It looks like there might be a problem. Leeds wide to Bogle. Back to James Justin. Flicks over the top here. In behind, Diaz in trouble against Aronson. Diaz here. He clears it away well. Gruev tries to take it down. Semenyo wins it back. Fouled Antoine Semenyo by Gruev. Free kick Manchester City. It's quite dirty, Gruev, actually. You know, he puts those late challenges in. He looks innocent after he's done them, but he knows what he's doing. Antoine Semenyo struggling here with that one. The ref cam here showing Diaz having a bit of a talk with the referee. I think he's okay, Antoine Semenyo, but it was a late challenge. Well, Leeds are going to make a change here. And it's going to be to the forward line. And former City youth player Lucas Metsch is going to come on. His brother Felix plays for Borussia Dortmund. He's going to come onto the field here. Probably for Aronson, I would say. Or maybe he comes on for Gruev if they're going to even more attacking. Really throw it at City. Diaz forward here. Semenyo chases Pascal Struijk. Back he goes to the goalkeeper. Darlow plays it away to Goodmanson. Pressure from City here. Struijk. Aronson. Up against Ruben Diaz. He's not fouled there. He's gone down anyway. Goodmanson over top here. Calvert-Lewin. City throw in here. Gay throws it in towards Diaz. Well played, Mark Gay there against Calvert-Lewin. But once you've got your sort of Calvert-Lewin and Metsch up there together, that starts to be a little bit difficult, doesn't it, for City? They've also got Willy Gnonto on the bench, who is a very tricky Italian in those wide areas. Dan James, quick, pacey on the counter. Bernardo. Diaz, a second goal is needed for City, really. Diaz, heavy touch by Diaz. Oh, he's done really well, though, Ruben Diaz. He keeps coming forward here, Diaz. And he plays the ball into Marmoush on the left-hand side. And Omar Marmoush onto that right foot. Marmoush hits it, blocked away. Semenyo can't get there. Comes back to Ruben Diaz, who puts it to the far post to Marmoush. A shot by Diaz that comes into... ended up like a good ball through, actually, in behind the defence. First one's good. It's a poor attempt by Marmoush. There's no power on it. And back to Diaz, who hits it to the far post. Oh, Marmoush has got to do so much better there. Diaz's pass to the far post. It's poor from Marmoush again. Well, I have to say has been poor today, Omar. He really has been poor. And he's the first name I'd be looking to take off here today, Omar Marmoush. Whether it's for Rangers, whether it is for Foden, Savinho, Doku. I don't think he should be on the field for much longer on this performance. Holden Semenyo in the header onto Shirky. Shirky goes past Struijk here. It's surely a free kick Manchester City's way. The referee says not. This is an absolute joke. Shirky takes it round Pascal Struijk. And the referee says no foul. It was a clear foul on Shirky. The referee doesn't give it. Rodri there wins it back for City. His arms pulled back by Gruev. Again, no free kick, Rodri. Nunez. City getting frustrated with this referee. Great chance for Marmoush. He doesn't show any striker's instinct at all. No, at the far post there. He's got a he's gambled on it going there, yeah. The finish was terrible. Shirky. And back towards Diaz. City, we need that second goal. Gay. Diaz into Bernardo Silva. Back to Diaz. Shirky. Across to Mark Gay. Nico O'Reilly dropping into that left-back role now as Aitnuri pushes forward. We're keeping possession well now, and we're keeping control, which I'm liking, and that's something that maybe in recent weeks we haven't done in second halves of games. We've struggled to keep control. That being said, it's that want to score a second goal that I want to see, that desire. Bernardo. For the moment, everything is backwards and sideways. Shirky. Across to Mark Gay again. Mark Gay. Shirky. Aitnuri. Sometimes it's crazy, it sounds. You know, a poor pass sometimes, you know, a loose pass to say someone in a wide area. It gives the Leeds defender an idea that I can get on the end of this. O'Reilly taken down here. Referee says no free kick. Marmoush working out to try and get there. Free kick goes Leeds' way. Sometimes, you know, a loose pass into that wide area. Their full-back or wing-back, whoever it might be today, looks at it and thinks, hang on a minute, I can get there. But they can't, and they come out of their position, they leave their role, and then there's a chance. Ooh, it's a bad... and this looks like a bad injury for Nico O'Reilly, actually, in the midfield. His ankle's been completely twisted and hit into. So Aronson comes off for Metcha for Leeds United here. But hopefully O'Reilly's okay here. He took a big bang on the ankle there, which looked difficult to take. Twisted the left ankle of Nico O'Reilly. And Savinho is going to come on for Manchester City here. So Savinho coming on for his, his pace on the counter. It's just, is he going to finish a chance off Savinho? You'd think not, but he might create one for someone else. Interesting that Pep Guardiola's decided on Savinho. I think it could be Savinho for Marmoush, to be honest. Bogle, back they go towards Rodon. City in the fight here to hang on. Bogle. Rodon. Gruev dropping deep now. Pascal Struijk on this left-hand side. It looks like they've gone to a bit of a back four for the moment, Leeds. Goodmanson and good physicality from Nunes. Bernardo into Shirky. Shirky skips past Gruev with good skill here. Ryan Shirky against Gruev. Back he goes to Nunes. Rodri. That second goal he's really needed for City. Rodri on towards Mark Gay. City got on the left-hand side. Ryan Knight-Newry. Leeds United sitting back in the shape. Calvert-Lewin the deeper of the two forwards now. Him and Metcha are going to try and press the City team. In the ball, as is Gruev from midfield now. Bernardo. Back he goes to Donnarumma from Bernardo Silva. I don't think he needed to there, Bernardo. I think that is a necessary pass back to the goalkeeper. Gay skips past Calvert-Lewin. Good ball in towards Marmoush. Back onto Rodri. Switch of plays there for Nunes. Rodri into Nunes. Bernardo Silva, good play by City this is. Bernardo wide right to Ryan Shirky. Shirky against the fullback here. Shirky flicks it back out to Bernardo Silva. Shirky again. Ball through to Nunes. He's brilliant by Shirky. Nunes pulls it back to Bernardo, edge of the box. Someone's there. It's Knight-Newry. Right foot from Knight-Newry. And he pulls it wide. Well, I don't know if Nunes there should put that across the box. He pulls it back to the edge. There's no one waiting. In the end, the fullback Knight-Newry sort of comes around, hits with his right foot. He's trying to bend it into the top corner. You can see what he's trying to do. It's an absolute country mile wide from Ryan Knight-Newry. Semenyo's got his hands up in the box, asking for it. Why didn't it come across? And as expected, it is Omar Mamouche off here today. He's the first change for City, and rightfully so. Marmouche out, Savinho on. And he struggled here, Marmouche, I think, in those forward areas. I think he's probably unhappy, Marmouche, to be substituted off. But he can't really complain, I don't think, Omar Marmouche, judging on the performance he's been putting in recent weeks. He's got goals every now and again. But he's struggling. And he wasn't great there. Now, Savinho's going to play up top with Shirky, I think, with Savinho sort of shifting off that right-hand side. But we do need to see more from Marmouche, I feel, as a striker. Oh, City missed the header there. Diaz. Clear it away on the right foot. It's going to be a throw-in for Leeds United on this far side. It's too far away for a long throw-in. We take it short. Ampadu. And the throw-in has gone City's way. The linesman is not a popular man amongst the Leeds fans here. And now O'Reilly's gone down again here. He was struggling with that tackle before the left ankle. It sort of bent the left ankle of Nico O'Reilly. He went down. I said it looked like a nasty one for him. And it looks like it's still a problem for Nico O'Reilly, who's struggling to play on here on this left ankle. And I think he might be forced off here, Nico O'Reilly. And someone's going to come on. I think it's probably going to be Nico Van Valles, if I'm honest. I would think. But it's going to be Tajani Reinders. I'm wrong. I thought Nico would come on for his physicality, but no. Tajani Reinders is going to come in. So Reinders on for O'Reilly, which massively, massively drops the sort of physicality and the dual winning in City's midfield, doesn't it? Reinders has been proven since he joined the club to be quite lightweight for Manchester City, to struggle in quite a lot of areas. And that's been a problem for City. A replay of the goal here. What a cross by Knight-Newry. Semenyo there to finish it off. Real poacher's finish from Antoine Semenyo. Yeah, so Reinders on. That drops City's physicality massively. It means it's very much more difficult to deal the long ball. Hopefully that isn't anything serious for Nico O'Reilly. But it looked like a nasty ankle injury. It really did. One that he would struggle with to get over, and it looks like he struggled to get over Iv. The change is made. Reinders replaces him. And that is a big, big swing in this game, perhaps. Bernardo forward for Manchester City. Savinho fighting with Rodon. Heads it back towards Leeds. Bernardo lumps it through, foot through it again. Back forward for Savinho against Rodon. Rodon forward. Nunes takes it down well and in towards Cherki, who turns Ryan Cherki. He's fouled. He's pulled by Ampadu. He keeps going here, Cherki. He keeps going here, Cherki. Cherki keeps going. Well done. Should be a yellow card coming out for Ampadu, really, for the fouls on Cherki there, but he wriggled his way through. He kept going. Rodri switches the play to Bernardo. It's not a great pass. Bernardo onto Nunes. Nunes away from Mecha. Back by Nunes to Bernardo Silva. Well played. Around 20 minutes left of the game now. 70 minutes on the clock here at Ellen Road. City are in front, but for how much longer? Rodri back to Cherki. Into Semenyo. Good touches by Semenyo! Shot is blocked. What a chance. Cherki finds Semenyo. He shifts the ball from his from his right to left foot. He pulls the trigger, and it's just blocked by Pascal Struijk. Great first touch by Semenyo. He volleys it. It's going in at the near post, that. So half volleys it towards the near post, and Pascal Struijk gets a touch on it. If he doesn't do, I think that's going in for Semenyo, who gets his second of the game. I really do. Fantastic by Antoine Semenyo. Corner ball, Manchester City. Ryan Cherki to take it. The Leeds fans are giving him some abuse there behind the goal. Cherki can surely handle it. Cross in. Rodri with a header! Gay! Oh, what a save by Darlow. What a save by Carl Darlow. Nunes. Back in. Reinders leaves it. Cherki. Cherki step over. Cherki still. Right-footed strike blocked away and away by Leeds again. Rodri gets there. Rodri hits it, blocked away by Leeds again. But what a save by Carl Darlow. Mark Gay hits a fantastic header. It was Rodri. It flicks up in the air to Mark Gay. He heads it. Good header. What a save by Carl Darlow. Made a good save in the first half. The second one now by the goalkeeper. Stretching across his goal. He goes into the side netting, keeping it out there. The former Newcastle United man. And Nottingham Forest, I think, for a time. Nunes. Cherki. Back onto Cherki. Lovely pass. Nunes. Cherki again. Brilliant from Carl Darlow there, the goalkeeper for Leeds. Cherki fouled. It's a clear foul. It's a clear foul on Cherki. The referee tried to play advantage. There was no advantage to free kick Manchester City. Well, Chris picks up on a really good element of what City have done so far today. And they've kept the crowd quiet in the second half. Quite right, Chris. They need to keep doing so. Don't let the momentum swing in Leeds United's favour. Don't give them chances to try and get behind their team. That second goal would really nullify things, wouldn't it? That second goal feels very, very necessary. They're going to bring on Dan James and Willie Gnonto then, Leeds. So even more attacking players, even more exciting players, pacey. Both of those players, tricky, wide players. Set piece City, Cherki to swing it in. In by Cherki. Easily headed away by Leeds. Calvert-Lewin all the way to Ait-Nuri and back to Matheus Nunes. Bit of a waste of set piece by City, as many set pieces tend to be by Pep Guardiola's side. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Rodri bringing the ball forward here. Turns again, Rodri. Switch to Nunes. He leaves it for Cherki on the far right. Cherki to Nunes. Back to Cherki again. Cherki the ball through towards Tajani Reinders. But Tajani Reinders doesn't even gamble on it going behind the defenders. A good ball by Cherki, but Reinders there, it's weak. It's so weak from Reinders. Got to keep the run going. He gives up before he's even got to him. Calvert-Lewin with a flick on, taken down by Gay. He doesn't get involved in the battle there. Well played. Nunes. Back to Donnarumma. Mecha's going to press Donnarumma here. Plays it into Nunes. He can't control it, and he gives Leeds a throw-in from absolutely nothing there, Donnarumma. Invites the pressure, the Italian, when it wasn't necessary. And here come the changes now for Leeds United. So, Willie Gnonto is going to enter the field for Gruev in that midfield. Gruev, who's not really done much, to be honest. Well, make a few fouls and so on. So he comes out for Willie Gnonto, and Dan James as well entering the field. And Dan James will be replacing Jayden Bogle. So it's all the attackers on for Leeds now. That's 5 up front. Or 4 up front. Calvert-Lewin and Mechie are 2 strikers. Dan James and Willie Gnonto in the wide areas. And Stach and Ampadu in midfield 2. Strout, Rodon, Justin and Goodmanson your back 4. So 4-4-2 from Leeds United as they throw it at Manchester City now. They feel there's an opportunity here, does Daniel Farke. Ball in for a long throwing up in the air. Semenyo gets there and catches it. There's a foul been given on Rodri before that. And the referee says no quick free kick for City. Rodri fouled there in the box. I'm not quite sure by who or how, but it was given by Peter Banks. It's a free kick to go City's way. Bernardo Silva, Rodri. City playing with it in their own box here. Rodri lumps it forward into Semenyo. Good touches by Semenyo. Keeps fighting for it, Semenyo. It's a foul on Semenyo. Referee says no. Willie Gnonto. Giving away to Reinders. City could counter him. Reinders is great in these areas. Driving at the opposition. And he drives Reinders. And Reinders. Great feet by Reinders. Past Gnonto. Taken down. Free kick Manchester City. Well played Reinders there. Well done from Tajani. Still think he should have passed the ball to Savinho or Semenyo. Tried to make the pass. City take it quickly. Bernardo Silva. That second goal to kill the game off is necessary. Cherki. Ryan Cherki still. Nunes. Rodri. Rodri still. Good switch of play out to Aït-Nouri here. Space that left-hand side for Ryan Aït-Nouri. Can he deliver a good cross at Aït-Nouri? Takes his time. Aït-Nouri against Dan James. On the outside and the inside, Aït-Nouri. Edge of the box to Bernardo Silva. Swings it into Reinders here. Dealt with by Leeds just. Down to Rodri. Back onto Diaz. Into Mark Gate. Lets it run across his body. Well played, Gate. Oh, then he gives it away. Then he goes and wins it back. He's clattered into a Gate. And that is a bad challenge on Mark Gate there by James Justin. I think the Leeds fans want the free kick the other way. Mark Gay goes down with it. Well, looks like a sore one for City's number 15. And the City players are a little bit worried about him here. Smashed into by James Justin as he does a little chop round him. It's a bad foul by Justin. Whether it's intentional, I don't think so. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Mark Gay, Justin is struggling to get back to his feet as well here. The Leeds man. James Justin seems a little unhappy about that, giving it a free kick against him. He's saying it's the referee that Gay fouled him, but actually Gay goes round Justin and he takes it off him. Cherki. Ball in behind to Semenyo. Drops it down to Savinho. Great pass. Reinders on the end of it. Reinders still. Tajani Reinders going to pass it, but he's too lightweight. He's bullied off the ball. It still finds Bernardo Silva on this right-hand side, but good chance again for City to kill this game. Cherki. Ball into Reinders. And Darlow comes out. Tajani Reinders is just no intention of making those runs, and he seems to give up so quickly. Leeds keeper's Darlow slams it forward quickly. Diaz heads it down. Behind for a throw into Leeds on this left-hand side. The fans are trying to get behind their home side a little bit here. Reinders, poor. I mean, Martinouche's not been great. He came off. Savinho's not touched the ball yet since he's come on. And Tajani Reinders, as we expected, struggling. Calvert-Lewin flicks it up in the area. Back into the middle. Gay away. Reinders against Stach. He's lost out again in that battle as Reinders. Leeds United throw-in. Comes off the boot of the Dutchman. One more goal, says Sheriff. One more goal is necessary. But one more goal is necessary in City's favour. We don't want to see one more goal Leeds United's way. Well, James Justin, his ankle, he's wearing white socks. His white sock around the ankle area is completely soaked in blood after that challenge with Mark Gate. Completely soaked in blood. Long ball in by Ampadu. Flicked on here. Diaz away. Oh, Reiner's away. Strout back in. Diaz away again. City struggling with a set piece of Leeds here. Here's Goodmanson. Taken off him by Bernardo Silva. Cherki gets a foot in as well. Gnonto back onto Stach. Back to Gnonto. Lovely little flicker on the corner. Goodmanson. Ball into the box here. Cleared away by Diaz. Here's Shirky and his runners in front of him. Shirky can't ride the right challenge of 3 players, but where was City? Cross in. Calvert-Lewin's in there. Chance for Calvert-Lewin. Little back heel, Nonso. Cross the box away by Rodri. City under so much pressure here. The last 10 minutes is going to be crazy. The last 10 minutes is going to be an onslaught of Leeds United swinging that ball into the box, the big boys. And they nearly do it there. Good feet by Nonso. Cuts round Nunez and tries to get that ball in the box. City struggling. Pressure on for Manchester City. Thrown in. Donnarumma comes through it. He sort of flaps it. And lumped away by Ryan Shirky. Semenyo chases down James Justin. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. Darlow under pressure from Semenyo. Lumps it long again towards the big men. Gay's just slammed into by Lucas and Metcher. The referee's plays advantage. There's no free kick given. Donnarumma takes his time with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Donnarumma's taking his time here on the ball. He's allowed to, Donnarumma. And he sends it long. He didn't go over the time there. Strauch against Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo's offside there. That is terrible by Semenyo. That is really poor by Semenyo. I don't know why Donnarumma doesn't give it wide to Bernardo anyway. That's poor by Semenyo. I don't think he's expecting a long ball from Donnarumma anyway. He needs to get back on side in that situation. Rodon. Good pressing by Savinho. Forced Darlow back towards his goal. Strauch. Goodmanson. Pressing by Semenyo. Well done, Antoine Semenyo. Applaud from Ryan Shirky there for Semenyo's pressing. Goodmanson throws it into Pascal Strauch. But only 1 goal in this. And a goal could come for Leeds United here. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it does. City need to really be careful. Ait Nuri back to Bernardo Silva. City back in possession here. Diaz has to slam it forward into towards Savinho. Justin takes it, heads it back towards Rodon. He's going to go back to his keeper under pressure. Savinho needs to press Darlow. Lumps it away immediately. Gay wins the header against Metcher. Leads down. Reinders in there to win it. Brilliant from Reinders. That's better. Reinders. Back to Rodri. Left to Ait Nuri, but could we have gone for goal there a little bit? Shirky. Back towards Gay. Shirky again. I think it's been brilliant today, Shirky, actually. Very, very controlled in possession. Into Reinders. Back to Shirky. In towards Semenyo. Just can't thread the ball through. He goes chasing at the Frenchman, though. Justin. Long and forward again. City are 3-on-2 here. What's going on? 3-on-2 defensively. James against Mark Gay. Does so well, Gay. Clears it away. Fantastic from Mark Gay. But why are City defensively 3-on-2 there? I don't get it. Reinders. Into Semenyo. Strauch comes to the back of him. It's a poor hold-up play by Semenyo. Here's Nonso. Into the box here. Oh, they met you with a chance. Off Diaz. Behind for a corner, says the referee. And Ruben Diaz is not happy with the referee at all here. Diaz clears it onto Metcher. And the referee gives a corner. And Ruben Diaz didn't want that. He wanted a goal kick. And here comes a Leeds United set piece to deal with. To be swung in by Statcher. 4 corners to 3 in Leeds United's favour. Well, City have the lead in terms of score, but Al Silva's down the box now. City want a free kick. The referee says no. Donnarumma is being accosted there by his international teammate Willie Nonso, who doesn't even reach the knees of Donnarumma, who pushes him away. But now Silva goes down the box. They're going to let the Leeds corner go in. The yellow card coming out here for someone. And it's coming out for Donnarumma. A yellow card for City's goalkeeper. He doesn't like that, Donnarumma. I won't translate. Well, I don't think I need to translate what Donnarumma is saying there. He's making it very clear to the referee what he thinks of him. Cross the come in from Leeds then on this set piece. Stat swings it in. Head away by Rodri. Well away. Well, good header by Rodri, that. Gets it out. Cross towards Goodmanson. And all the way back to the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow. City's pressing, not quite there. Semenyo's on the left-hand side. Bernardo chases Nonso. Ball forward, dealt with by Diaz. It's a terrible clearance by Diaz. Straight to Anecha. And Rodri in there. It's not a foul. Anecha onto Calvert-Lewin. Onto that right foot, Calvert-Lewin. Drop of the shoulder. Lays it off to Ampadu. Ampadu hits it, blocked by Mark Gay. Dan James. Swung in again by Leeds United. Header at the far post for Calvert-Lewin. Nonto back to Calvert-Lewin for the overhead kick. Away by Rodri. Calvert-Lewin goes down holding his head. They want a penalty. It's never a penalty. He's back on his feet, Calvert-Lewin, in no time. In towards James Justin. Crossing the box again. Diaz away again. Bernardo slams it away. City have lost their control. Rangers bullied on the edge of the box here by Nonso. Ampadu hits it. Blocked away. Mecha. Dan James. It's all Leeds United here. They're throwing everything at City. Cross across the box. Mark Gay, great defending. Behind for a corner again for Leeds United. Manchester City really struggling now. It looks like, I think James Justin's probably going to have to come off for Leeds here. He did it at the hand of Nates Nunes in that corner. Nunes knew absolutely nothing about it. It's not going to be given as a penalty. His arm is just there holding off the Leeds player. It's his arm. It does touch his arm in the box, but it's not been given as a penalty. So, Joel Pirot is coming on. Another striker for Leeds now. Another striker for Leeds. Who replaces James Justin, the fullback. So, another striker. Daniel Farke's side are going for it. Joel Pirot, number 10, comes on. They're throwing everything at Manchester City here. And the centre-back, Bill Joe, for Joe Rodon. That's a like-for-like change. But he's certainly a big man who's good in the air. The number 15. And City struggling with this onslaught of set pieces now. And Pep Guardiola responds with that onslaught of set pieces by making a defensive change of his own. And that will be Nathan Ake entering the field for Ryan Cherki. So Pep Guardiola becoming a bit more pragmatist in his latter stages of his managerial career. Cherki off. Ake on, someone who can defend those set pieces. Someone who's better in the air than Cherki, but how good he is in the air, I'm not quite sure. Well, City does feel like we're hanging on here. It does feel like we're hanging on a little bit here. Have to see. So, one more goal, City says. Vijay Andrew. Well, hopefully that's the case. One more goal City need. Ball comes in from Leeds United. Header! Oh, what a chance. Well, the substitute, Biljo. Is it? Biljo comes on. Free header. Gets on the end of the cross. Oh, and he heads it just wide of the post. What a chance that is for Leeds. This is going to be a tough last few minutes, says Chris. It certainly is. What a chance for Biljo. Maybe he should score there. Biljo should score. Do you think Leeds will get a goal? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. Do you think Leeds will get a goal? I don't want to think about it. Come on. There's not long to hang on. City long ball. Flicked on by Ake. Semenyo down to Rangers. Ait-Nuri. Into Rodri. Taking down his Ait-Nuri. Rodri goes down. Throwing goes. Leeds United's way. Rodri back to his feet. Referee's giving nothing now for City. Getting no free kicks at all. Leeds are going to throw everything forward. Biljo. Let's go City. So many late goals this season. Hopefully not for Leeds tonight. Well, it's been a weekend of goals so far. The 4-3. The 5-2. Don't really see any goals today. Any more goals today in the Premier League. We'll think we'll have it there. We'll finish it here. 88 minutes on the clock here. It's a tense one. Very tense. Dan James. Ait-Nuri can't take it off Joel Pirot. We're struggling here, Pirot. There's a throw into Manchester City. Poor from Pirot. City throwing. He wanted a free kick as well. Ait-Nuri bounced the ball a few times. He takes his time here. City's full back. We're close to hitting the 90th minute mark. We're close to hitting what would be the end of the game. But there's time to hang on here for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola isn't happy. Pep throws it in towards Savinho. It's easily headed away. Ake. Gay against Mecha. Ake on the striker. Ake blocks it. Long throw in for Leeds to throw in. And we're hearing there will be 6 added minutes here at Ellen Road. Mikel Arteta has been counting the minutes personally. And there's 6 added minutes at Ellen Road. A long throw-in to come in from Leeds. We hit the 90-minute mark in around 10 seconds or so. 6 added minutes is supposed what's coming. Chance for Leeds in a long throw-in. Rangers slams it away. We hit the 90 minutes now. 6 minutes for Leeds to get an equaliser here. The Arsenal fans are cheering. Mikel Arteta has counted the minutes personally, and he's given 6. 6 added minutes of injury time. And Leeds going to throw everything at Manchester City here. Here's Dan James. Ball into the box by Dan James is really poor by the Welshman on that right-hand side. Poor cross and straight behind for a goal kick. Very poor from the former Man United and Swansea City man. Very, very poor. Pep Guardiola is barking instructions from the sidelines here. Why not 3 minutes, says Andrew? Well, says Will J. Andrew. It depends on what the referee decides, doesn't it? How many stoppages and so on. I don't personally think there was 6 added minutes of time there, but I might be wrong. I can't think of 6 added minutes at all. At all. Don't know if he's going to play this long here. Is there going to be a Leeds United goal? We hope not. Maybe a Manchester City goal. Ampadu jumps all over Semenyo there. Strauch away. Bernardo back forward. I knew he's going to chase it, which he does do. Dallo has to slam it forward. Out for a throw in for City. Well played, Ryan Nuri there. Very well played from the goalkeeper. From the full-back on the goalkeeper there. Pushing him. Pressing him. So, we have played around 2 of the minutes. Nuri's getting a yellow card for time wasting now as he throws the ball back to Nathan Ake. 6 minutes baffles me, says City forever. They think there's been no long VAR checks in this game. So where have they got 6 minutes from? In the games where there's a long VAR check, there's only 7 minutes. So it makes no sense, but that's just the way the Premier League works. Diaz heads it back forward. Taken down by Ampadu. Good pressing by Savinho. He takes down Goodmanson. Well done, Savinho. Get a yellow card for that, Savinho. But credit to him. Good foul. Hanging on. Hanging on to Manchester City a little bit. 92 minutes played. We've still a long way to go, guys. Still a long way to go. City once again. Unable to score in the second half. Unable to score. Long and away by Leeds. Ake wins the header. He's fouled. Dan James takes it round Nuri. He's on a yellow card, so he's got to be careful now. Dan James into the box. Header here! Diaz away. Well defended by Diaz. Savinho can't beat Goodmanson to it. Who goes inside Bernardo Silva. Nunes gets there, clears it away. Rodri taken down the box by Goodmanson. Great use of the body by Rodri. Fantastic by City's number 16. He wins a free kick for the side there in our own box. Well played, Rodri. And he stays down, he takes his time, and he takes as much time as he wants. We're hanging on. Nunes with a poor clearance in the end, actually. Tries to be too clever. Rodri gets his body in the way, goes over the tackle from Goodmanson, and wins a free kick in his own box. It's another long ball from Donnarumma to play for him. This is where players like Erling Haaland, you really lack without them, don't you? No one to sort of win those headers. No one to sort of pick up those second balls. Ryan Shirky, I think, is asking how long's left. On the sidelines here today. He's been good for City. Leeds win the header on the long ball. Ake, good header by Ake. He's fouled there. Rodri takes it down. He flicks up to Nuri. Statch in the back of him. Rangers should get there. Rangers pulls out the challenger. Bilgio forward here. Nunes will get there. Nunes. Back forward by Nunes again here. City got to get forward now. Rangers has not won absolutely anything in the midfield so far since he's come on. Absolutely nothing. Statch. 2 more minutes, guys, says Will J. Yeah, 2 more. We're hanging on. Forward by Ampadu. All the way through the goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Take your time, GG. Don't pick it up. He's not. And Mecha waiting. Putting the pressure on Donnarumma to hurry him up. Donnarumma bounced the ball a few times. He's going to send this long, isn't he? The Italian. Long and high and in towards the Leeds end. Up and away by Donnarumma. Semenyo doesn't really jump for it. Diaz back up into the air. Rangers doesn't even jump for the header again. Calvert-Lewin flicks it on. Mark Gay away. Rodri lumps it away behind him. Down to Ampadu, who's gone to right back now for Leeds. Not a back 3, really. Ampadu, Strauch and Bilgio at the centre of it. Still a lot of time to go. Still 2 more minutes or so. Calvert-Lewin flicks one on. Nunes away. Taken down by Statch. Pascal Strauch. Still we go on. Goodmanson. Savinho can't make the challenge. He's working hard, Savinho. No foul on Goodmanson by Savinho. Brilliant by Savinho. Into Bernardo Silva. Go, 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 says Pep Guardiola. Bernardo. Back wide to Savinho. Slow. Poor pass by Bernardo and not enough energy from Savinho there. Well, that should be nearly time now. A minute remains. However, Savinho cuts out the forward pass. Back down, Leeds put it. Strauch. Followed by Pascal Strauch. Diaz away. It's only as far as Nonto and Netcher. City got some defending to do now. Pascal strike. It's not done over. It's not done yet. Crossed in here by Ampadu. Header by Netcher. Wide of the post. Ake leaves it. Donnarumma picks it up ahead of the Leeds number 10. Well done, Donnarumma. And still we play on. There's got to be 20 seconds or so left here. Still we play. Long and away by Donnarumma. Semenyo jumps into the Leeds man. Rangers can't win a single thing in midfield. Strauch. Long and forward by Pascal Strauch. It's flicked on by Gay and back down towards Aitnuri. Aitnuri. Slams it forward, Aitnuri. Straight into the stands here. Straight on the field by Aitnuri. The full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 1. Leeds United 0. Is it? The ref hasn't blown the whistle yet. He has blown the whistle now. City do get a 1-0 win away at Ellen Road. City get away with it. It's another Antoine Semenyo goal. There's a difference. That has really made a difference to Manchester City. And we get the win today. I will be going over to the Finalysis app. Probably later tonight because I'm a bit busy. Oh, Daniel Farke's got a red card for chasing the referee and complaining to him. Oh dear. What has Daniel Farke done there, the Leeds manager? Red card for complaining to the referee. I will be going over to the Finalysis app. You guys should as well. Put your player ratings in there. Let us know how you've done. City 2 points at the top of the table once again. Chasing down the Arsenal side. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you for another live stream, another away game next time.